What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. Today, we're going to be making some summer cocktails because I got a hankering for summer cocktails. It's hot. As a result of that, I need some tropical, refreshing, wonderful, tasty drinks. Not all the drinks in this video are going to be tropical, but some of them are going to be tropical. We're going to bring you 3 easy to make summer cocktails that you can just whip out at a party or whip out for your other significant other or just whip out for yourself so you can have a better summer. Let's get into it. Today's episode is sponsored by ourselves. One of the most important things about cocktails is their presentation. And your garnish game can really make or break that presentation. So Marius and I decided that we wanted to start making some dehydrated fruit. Not only are they beautiful to look at, they're pretty long lasting, and they're functional garnishes. All of our citrus are sourced locally, and this is a really good way to help the channel. The garnishes are made in small batches. They're essentially made to order. So head to the shop and no coupon code needed because they're amazingly priced and it helps the channel. The first cocktail we're going to be doing today is a swizzle cocktail, so we're going to be swizzling it in the glass. The Boardwalk Flyer was created by Damon Bolte as a New York City bartender that used to run or own a bar called Grand Army in Brooklyn. It is now a defunct bar, and Damon Bolte is on to other things. If you want to catch him, he does the Speakeasy podcast with our good friend Souther Teague. In our glass here, it's chilled. It's very hot in this place. I'm going to make sure that we utilize the time well so that it doesn't get unchilled, or too unchilled anyway. I got these mealy little tiny gross little limes here. I don't think I'm going to be getting too much juice out of them. I'm going to have to juice a whole grip of them, but you know, it's all right. 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. And I forgot to get it out, as is my pattern, but we're going to be using some Bianco Vermouth here. 3/4 of an ounce. 3/4 of an ounce of our Giffard Banane do Brazil. And last but not least, one of my favorite cachaças, the Avua Amborana. We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of this bad boy as well. To swizzle, we're going to need a little pebble ice here. We're just going to add in just a bit of pebble ice like so. We're going to grab our swizzle stick, which is also called the Boislele. We're just going to stick that in here. And we're going to swizzle until the cocktail in glass is sufficiently chilled. I actually think I need a little more ice in here to do a proper swizzle. There we go. Modern day swizzles usually call for a shake and dump and they just swizzle in name only. This is an old school technique that you don't see in bars very often, but it does chill the cocktail and glass pretty effectively. And it does a pretty good job of mixing the cocktail too. It's like primitive blending. Oh yeah, getting a nice crust of ice on the outside. And that's what you want. That's how you know the swizzling is ending. It's reaching its conclusion. Top this up a little more pebble. Like so. I like to have a nice snow cap. This mint is really pale. It's huge and pale. I wonder why it's so pale. Oh, it's nice though. It's got that good spearmint mintiness to it, but it's very pale. It's kind of crazy. You want a nice big bouquet like that? Give it a slappy, poo, crushy pants, and then we're gonna just stick it in here like so. Ooh, it's nice and crusty. Ice crusty on the outside. I love that. Very cold. Damn, it's like an alcoholic amazing banana. You get those banana vibes. Tartness of the lime, super well balanced. The cachaça though, and the tropicalness of the cachaça melding with the banana gives it this incredibly familiar flavor that I just can't put my finger on it, but it's just super tropically and awesome. But what I love about that is that it's full flavored, it's complex, it's layered, and it's an incredibly simple format. And that is kind of the tragedy of cocktails, is that what you see in the glass has nothing to do with what's inside the glass. And I kind of feel like when it comes to making cocktail content, this is why more people are not as interested in it as they would be food. Because food, you have flavors, you have textures, you have colors, you have all these things combined. It's visually appealing, but when it's a cocktail, it's just like, this just looks like a dubiously green, kind of brownish, ice-filled glass. But when you taste it, it is so incredibly good. If you are gonna make one simple drink this summer, it's gotta be the Boardwalk Flyer. The next cocktail is called a Paint the Town. It was created by a bartender named Michael Thorpe for Bar Louise in Brooklyn, New York City. And this is just a really creative take on a tropical drink that utilizes carrot juice. I don't know what it is about carrot juice, but it's just like, I like a carrot. I don't like to drink a carrot juice though. But you know, it also has cinnamon syrup and it's got some ginger syrup that I made fresh today. And so I think that those flavors with the carrot are just gonna play really, really well. This kind of reminds me of like this could be an Easter drink. It is a tropical drink. I think I said that already. We're gonna need, might as well do a little, utilize some of those bad boys. I wonder where I got these. I got these from the Educated Barfly. You can pick these up on our website. We do some really nice dehydrated citrus wheel mixes, so get yours today. This is gonna be a lot of ingredients in this, including egg white. I'm also gonna forgive the fact that it's an egg white cocktail that sits on ice, which I really don't like because the ice melts, it creates dilution, the dilution kills the foam. It's not a good thing. But whenever I do somebody else's cocktail that I haven't tried before, I need to make the original cocktail before I start making any improvements on it. And some cocktails don't need to be improved, even if they do have a lot of ingredients. 1/4 ounce ginger syrup. That is nice and vibrant. 1/4 ounce pineapple juice. 1/4 ounce Navy Strength rum. In the original uses Smith & Cross, so we're using Smith & Cross. I'm like doing this all out of order, but that's okay. We do 1/2 ounce of lime juice. A full 1 ounce of cinnamon syrup. A full 1 ounce of carrot juice. Then we're gonna do 1.25 ounces Gosling's Black Seal rum, but you can use any black rum. This is what Senior Matthew used, so this is what we're using. We're gonna do an egg. We're gonna crack it into the other side of the tin. Ooh, this cracked all crazy. There we go. Tiny bit of yolk in there, yeah, I did. You can fish it. If you get a little bit of yolk in your cocktail, it's okay, but you don't want it too much because the fats and proteins and stuff is gonna kill the foam, so you wanna get it out. Luckily, it separates pretty easily from the white. I'm gonna give it a dry shake. And then we're gonna give it a wet shake. We're gonna add in 1 small cube and 1 big rock. And we're gonna shake till we can't hear that small cube anymore. So this drink calls for a Pilsner glass, so we're just gonna use this cider glass here. I'm gonna add in our ice. There you go. Slappy poo, crushy pants. Let's give it a little mint sprig, and then I guess we'll try this, shall we? Just like a little. Oh wow! Oh my God, that's so good. You know what's great about that is that it has, a really good amount of carrot juice in there, coupled with the citrus and the ginger, and then also an equal amount of cinnamon syrup. You get this like warming cinnamon flavor with bright citrus. The carrot juice is prominent, but it's not overpowering, and then you get the dark rum. Sort of brings it all together. It's really, really well balanced. It's tropical, but not in like a hit you over the head tropical way. Although, it's just utilizing a lot of like spice and then also like bright citrus to come across as tropical. It has, pineapple juice in there, but not a ton. And it is magnifique. It is so good. So there it is, guys. To paint the town. So the next cocktail isn't really an original cocktail. I definitely got the idea from somewhere, but this cocktail is my specs. So it's a cucumber basil gimlet, and it basically answers the question, what if an East Side had a baby with a gin basil smash, right? So like taking an East Side, but just taking the mint out and putting basil in there for just like a light, refreshing cocktail. And I also just realized that I have no gin here on this set. So if you could kindly just right behind you, Marius, there's a Beefeater right there. That's gonna work beautifully for this cocktail. Thank you so much. We'll put that on here, and then we can actually get into making the cocktail. So first things first, you're gonna take the small part of your shaker here, and we're gonna add in about 4 big basil leaves, maybe 5 if you want it to be very basil-y. And then you're gonna take 3 cucumber slices, 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. And here I wanted to split the citrus base a little, so we're actually gonna just do 1/4 of an ounce of lime juice. Is there even, oh my God, just a 1/4 left. So we're gonna do 1/4 ounce of lime juice, and then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, just making 3/4 right there. We're gonna cheat on the side of sweetness for this cocktail. If you wanna make it kind of a fat half, then you can. If you want it to be a little more tart. And then we're gonna do just 2 ounces of gin. Very, very simple. Now, of course, because we have some vegetables and some herbs in here, we're gonna give it a little muddle. And what you wanna do is just muddle the cucumber while lightly pressing the basil leaves. You don't wanna press the basil leaves down too much. Just lightly press them to release all of the goodness. Add in some ice here. Marry that together. We're gonna do it in this guy. This is one of our prototype glasses. We've got another glass similar to this, but we made some different design choices, and so it's we're going to be getting it's going to be nice actually. We're going to be getting a prototype of the new one of this glass in early July. So stay tuned because we're going to have some new glassware. We're going to give it a shake. Now that basil is going to be very shredded, so you're going to want to double strain. And I think what I'd like to do here is just float a small basil leaf right on top if I can. Maybe like a little boat. Boom, right on top. Cucumber, basil, lime goodness with the, fair amount of tartness. What's really nice about a split base of lemon and lime is that lemon is a little bit sweeter and then lime is a little bit more tart. You get tartness, but it's like more complex and more rounded in flavor. Obviously, it's balanced out by the simple syrup. You get the botanicals of the gin. And then, of course, very prominently, you got cucumber and basil, and that's what it's all about, pairing nicely with those gin botanicals. So there it is, the cucumber basil gimlet. Did I say like Bianco? It sounded like I said Bianco. It's Bianco Vermouth here. Look at that. There you go. Oh, we didn't switch out our booze either, so should probably do that.
We did a carrot juice recently.
Yeah, the two Charlies. Yeah. And everybody was like, nope, not trying that because it's carrot juice.